This is the Meerkat in for D7 with the broad market review for November 17, 2015. Bullish or bearish day on Wall Street? Well, the answer is yes. It was a mixed day on Wall Street. We had the S&P down just a fraction of a point at minus 0.07. We got the DIA error up plus 0.08, up only a fraction. We have the Qs up just a fraction of a point, plus 0.009. We've got the small caps down almost a point, again fractionally, minus 0.08%. The VIX, however, did rise today. It was up 4%, up again to 18.90. So we did have some fear come back into the market. Then we've got silver down, and gold got smacked down in 1.3% today. Oil, it also went down to 2.8%, and it was closing there below the $41 level, getting ready to test that $40 level that it did yesterday. Then we have the US dollar up just fractionally, and the trend trade for you Grok rats out there is not on. All right, let's take a look here at the actual charts. Again, we're going to look at the SPY, which is the S&P 500 ETF, so we can see some volume with it. We are in this rising wedge, and we fell all the way back down here, and then boom yesterday, and we started to follow through here until lunchtime, and then it started to fade the rest of the afternoon, basically closing where we did yesterday. Now, take a look here. What do you see here on the daily chart? We see the 200 period moving average. Oh, what a surprise. Hit that, couldn't go through it, and fell down. Also, if we take a look here at the Fibonacci, if we just place it on there, now let's stretch it out here, and I stretch it over so we can see the numbers. And we've got right here to the 50% Fibonacci retracement, right to the 50%, and then it turned down. That was just at afternoon today. So we do have several lines of resistance here, so we're in a down leg. We're starting to come back up here. We do not have two higher highs and higher low candles yet, so we are still technically in a down leg here overall. Let's take a look at the DIA, and it too is in a rising wedge, and it's falling down. It came up, hit its head on the 200 period moving average and the 20 moving average, all right there, then closed again just up fractionally. Let's take a look here at the NASDAQ, and it pulled back, and it pulls up, and it hits its head on the crossover between the 8 EMA and the 11 EMA, just below the 20 moving average. So it has some resistance here. It's a little more bullish than the others, being above these major moving averages, which have now, look at that, all consolidated together. Small caps, which have been a little bit more bearish, it didn't even make it up here to the 200 period moving average, but it fell down here, tried to recover, but look at that, closed below this 50 moving average. So we're taking a bounce here. Would have been great to continue our follow through here on Tuesday, but it did not occur. Let's take a look here at Bank, and again, Bank was up here highs. We can't go anywhere without banks. It's starting to recover, and again, it too went way up and then pulled right back here to these moving averages. One other one I'd like to take a look at here is oil. USO. Just take a look at that. That just gives you an idea of where we are with pricing. We had that huge drop here into September, and we've been bouncing around, and now we're breaking back, getting ready to challenge these lows right down here. Let's take a look, and let's just draw that in here so we know where we're at here. This is just on the USO oil ETF, but it gives you an idea. We're starting to test these lows. We're right at the $40 testing again. So always keep an eye on oil as well. Now there's a new strategy out there that they might do some bombing of the oil fields in Iraq that are controlled by ISIS. And if that's the case, well then of course that's going to lower supply, which could cause the price to go up slightly. But who knows what's going to happen next? And we don't have to know what happens next in order to make money. Well, this is the Meerkat in for Des. He's on a business trip this week, so this week I will just be not Des. Just remember that. Never trade without a stop, just like you would never jump out of an airplane without a parachute. Trade well.